Welcome to NiggyDaterCentral.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's two bros, no hoes, NiggyDaterCentral here. Back with a new video. Today we're going to be teaching you guys how to fill up a custom creation. Fill up a custom cone that we made here. This is a little bit of an experiment here. We got some distillate from the local dispensary. So we've already filled this up about halfway. Crack a cold one. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There we go. Just gonna open it up.
Okay, you can weigh her when we're actually, you can keep it on when we're weighing.
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to grab the scissors?
Yeah, yes please. So, once you get your distillate, you're gonna wanna fill it up just about halfway where your cone is. Right here we got some fresh product. Right here, this is called Barney. Let's get a little close up. There we go. So you want to grab a scale. This is about almost a gram. This is
0.98 grams.
Yeah, 0.98. You're going to want to grab your grinder. This is just one that we grabbed literally from the corner.
From the corner stuff. From the liquor
Those
stuff.
beautiful teeth right there. So you're going to want to tear apart your bud. But first, let me put this distillate right in the center of this joint. You're going to want to be very delicate with this. I don't know what's... I don't think we can just squeeze it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, nope,
There
that's
you
sticky,
go.
very sticky. With distillate, you do have to heat it up a little bit, but in this case...
So we already grinded a wee bit.
Yeah, this is really sticky. Yeah.
My tip wet, my tip sticky.
Yeah.
I show that shit on camera.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to grab a little lighter just to help. Don't do what I'm doing, but in this case, we got to do what we got to do.
Oh yeah, that's sticky.
Yeah. You're going to want to light it just a little bit. Just a wee bit.
Warming it
we
up
go.
with my hand.
Yeah. You don't want to have this directly on. You just want to have it around just to warm it. Yeah. Spit roast it. Yeah, I want to have it by the tip.
Because my tip wet, my tip sticky.
My tip always sticky.
My tip always wet.
While he does that, I'm going to go ahead and tear apart the bud. And grab our Barney. Should just fall right off the stem. This is some fresh bud that they harvested. I do have a little poker stick here. You could always use the one on your clipper lighters as well, just in case.
There you go. Okay. Yo, get her.
Yeah. Yep, that should be good enough. That's good. That's perfect.
Dude, that was like a little nipple.
Yeah. I'm just going to put a little bit in here. That should be
Do you want me to
perfect.
put the cap on?
Yeah. But yeah, of course, you could always use the poker right there. In this case, we'll be using the wooden one, just because it's a little better. So we grab
For
our
reference, this is the poker. Ooh, that's hot.
Yeah, just be careful.
That's hot. That's fucking hot. Okay. We're waiting for that one.
Yeah, he'll demonstrate it.
I'll
But
demonstrate.
you want to just grab your bud, like so. Tear it off the stem. You don't want no stems in your product. Stems are disgusting. You can just put them aside. Holy, that's gassy. We'll just put them on top of the scale for now.
I wonder how much the stem weighs.
You're going to want to take it off to tear it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, now put the stem on there.
Barely weighs a thing. I think I could do mode to get ounces. Yeah.
You're going to put
It's like
take it off.
0.00. It's very light. That's the bottom line.
Nope, look. Damn. No, yeah. Here, you want to turn it off and reset it? Oh, 0.3. 0.3.
0.03.
Yeah,
So that's our garbage.
yeah. So, we got no stems in our product right here. This is all just bud. Nice.
Thank you.
Yep. So, we're going to put all this product directly into the grinder. Like so. Just fit it in. Pause.
Resume.
We don't want to waste any of it. Would you do me a favor and grab these stems and toss them out the window?
With pleasure.
Yeah. So he's tossing it off the 20th floor window right now.
More like the 57th.
We're just gonna grab every little bit of this flour. This is some beautiful flour, by the way. It's grown very well. These trichomes are very sticky. We're just gonna put our grinder directly on top, squeeze it in a bit, pause, like a prison wallet. And now that you've got your grinder in place, you're gonna wanna grind it. Should grind fairly easily considering it's a brand new grinder. There we go. That is beautiful. Look at that fine grind right there. Do a little bit of product stuck to this grinder because it is very sticky.
Very sticky.
Just like so. You're gonna want to grab something.
Booin', it's okay if it's sticky, booin'.
You don't need to worry about it. I'm just gonna clean out the magnet by the grinder.
A chunk over there.
Got a little chunk, like Benifer. We're just gonna grind it.
Okay. The lighter should be cooled down now. So the stick we were talking about, the little poker. You see that guy right there, that little guy. You just pull her out. And now it's out. Now you have a poker. And then you put her back in. There you go.
Now that our weed is finely ground and very clean, you're gonna wanna pour that bitch out on your tray, preferably, just like so. I like to give it a little bit of a tapping motion just to get it going. And just a little tap too. If you have a keef collector, you might have some keef you can also add in. But in this case, I'm just gonna use all this perfect flour. Like so. Give it a little quick tap, like so. Perfect. If there's a little excess that you'd like to put in, gets stuck on the side sometimes, that's okay. There we go. Now you're gonna wanna fill and pack up your cone. Fill it up like Philip. Now, just fill it in.
Putting this back in the bag.
You can even scoop it in like so, and just pack it in. It should take about a minute to do so. Take your time with this step. You don't want it to be too dense in one spot and fuck up the airflow everywhere else. So take your time. You're in no rush. The end product is all that matters. So pack, 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 pack. Pack God and push it in like so.
Did he die?
No, he's alive.
Who was it that died?
Two men.
Two Matt, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Rip, bro.
Rip Tuma died from a drug overdose.
Yeah.
Very unexpected.
Overwatch.
That is that's unfortunate. I'm very.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
You should not be laughing at that.
I'm not.
Rest in peace, bro. Oh, we got a little bit of distillate stuck.
A little bit of cum. A little bit of cum on the wood.
We're gonna need to wash that out in a second, but for now, just pack that shit in. Pack, pack, pack.
Get that on camera, yo.
You gotta don't make this dirty, but you gotta just pack it in. For me, what I like to do as well is use your rolling paper and just scoop it up like so. Make it into a little pile.
Might want to talk about it.
Yep.
just to make sure the mic catches you.
Now that you have a little pile, you want to use the back side. This is what Josh Kesselman from Raw demonstrated. And just scoop it up like so. This is also how you could fill up joints if you were rolling them up.
Like
Oops.
Philip.
Try not to drop anything. In this case, I did drop it all back into the tray. But you're just going to want to pack up as much as you can. Slowly handle it like so. Make sure there's no extra on the side of your tray. And you're just going to want to scoop it in and take your time. It's okay if not all of it goes in, but your goal is to muzzle load it.
You could also use the stick to load her, to help guide her.
There you go. You might want to pack that in. There you go. Just like so.
Be nice and gentle.
Yeah. Oh.
Treat it like a sweet summer breeze.
Treat it like a beautiful woman.
That too.
You're just going to want to keep on scooping it back into a fine line. Would you mind packing this a little bit more? I'll let him handle this. This is a little joint that I'm rolling here.
Alright.
Just scoop that back on there. Now,
Scoop that shit.
we're just going to pack it up.
Camera.
Pack it up. There we go.
Pack her up, pack her in.
Yep. Just load that shit up in there.
What I like to do is kind of guide it a little bit
Yep.
into it.
There you go.
I used to do this shit with Burger King coupons.
And McDonald's ones.
Never McDonald's coupons. I never got those.
He's not American enough for McDonald's. Okay, you want to pack that up a little bit more?
Yes, I do. Okay.
If you get a little bit extra, we're almost fully there, which is good. You could choose to pack it up all the way if you'd like. In this case, we're going to be twisting and tying it off in a second. But now take the time to really smoothen out your cone to make sure there's no weird odd spots on there. Like so. There's a little bit of distillate showing off. But it's good to make sure you don't get any weed past the filter. Right there. You can see where my finger is. There you go. We have very little left on the tray, but we did a very good job of packing in most of this flour. Let me see if I can keep this still. Look at that. That's perfect. That's how you know it's perfect, is when it stands on by itself. Some really good flour though. But all you want to do is just scoop that bitch on there like so. Scoop it up. Now there's nothing left here. And just muzzle load that bitch in. Be very gentle, because if you do too much force, all of it will fly.
You got the stick?
Yeah, you could use the stick.
Oh, hold on.
Alright, just pack that down. There's a very small crumb left on here.
And as you can see, I am packing the spliggity wiggity. There you go.
Now, just gonna fill that last bit in there. That's perfect. That is fully done. Now, grab the blunt end, preferably. Just give that a little pack. What I like to do as well is grab it by the filter, like so, and just drop it and catch it. This is called tapping. And you're gonna wanna do this about 10 times. That's just gonna help get all the smaller material at the top and the bigger at the bottom. like so. And there should be a little bit of stuff that falls out. That's okay. You can always repack it. And that's going to be a perfect little joint to share with your friends or with your girlfriend or whoever you're going to be hanging with.
You gonna tie her off?
Yep, just going to pack everything in there. Perfect. And then once you're done tapping, you can always give a little tap. And now this is what I like to do, is follow the gum line in which direction you rolled it in. In this case, I rolled it this way. So you're gonna wanna just pinch that with your fingers. Pinch,
With your
pinch,
fingers.
and it'll start to come together.
Make sure you keep pinching with your fingers.
Yep. And you can choose to leave it like so and smoke it. But what I like to do is roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. And you can keep rolling it as much as you would like.
Just make sure you don't tear.
Yep. And that is what I consider a perfect joint. It's very sticky.
Very nice. Is that it?
There you go. That is our final joint right there.
And that has been NiggyDaterCentral.
Thanks for watching.